Welcome, future masters. Let's see what kind of business we can do. Look at this. Bishop check. Nasty stuff. With king takes, queen checks. King to f1. With bishop to here is devastating. King to queen to there. Oh, wait a second. Even better. So, this just wins a queen. I'll take it. I have no check. Queen to g5 moves with a threat of checkmate. However, in theory, castling is still legal. In the problems world, if it's not obvious that he can't castle, you have to assume that he can. Which in that case makes queen c5 a dominating move because it prevents the castling. Threatening, well, doesn't threaten a whole lot. Queen takes e5 though. Threatens queen takes e5 and we are still attacking c8. I don't know, Davey. What about rook to d, whatever? How do you can't defend the pawn and the back. Well, you can go queen f6, I suppose. Oh no, queen f6 loses. So you can't defend c8. Told you he could castle. That's a secret of the pros. Oh, man, look at this freak. Oh, that's no big deal. That's just rook takes rook. Knight takes rook, queen takes knight. I just won a piece. What's the deal? What's the big whoop? I thought he was attacking my queen with some kind of mirage. I don't know. He's got, oh, I can't play. Yeah, I can do that. You can't do jack. I'm going to take your stupid rook, man. He lost his checkmate threat once I took that, once his knight moves. What the hell is this? Ooh, what do you want, a medal? How does this grab you? Queen f1. I mean, it seems basic to me. Oh, look, he's trying to checkmate me. Good luck with that, idiot. That's a 2700 problem? Not today, Sonny. That was way too easy. Let's look at this. This was as easy as it looked. The thing is, they throw up so many cheap shot tricks that you have to be super careful, like I was super careful, even though it only took me a minute. But I saw this. I'm like, rook takes rook, knight takes rook, queen takes knight. You have nothing. He has nothing. F2, big deal, right? Sorry, son. My father's rule. What's he trying to do to me? Checkmate. Well, we go either queen to e2 or we can go queen to f1. I like f1. I'm threatening d4, which threatens the bishop and the queen. So that's why I went to f1. This threatens to unlock the game with d4. Because once white plays d4, black is toast. The pieces come out, it's over. Ooh, one cheap shot threat on h2. Not today. This is what they call biting on granite. He doesn't own enough pieces to make this worthwhile. And his order's all wrong anyway. He'd need to sacrifice the bishop first, and he can't. So d4 is coming like a hammer. So let us proceed, shall we? Well, That's interesting. What is this guy doing? I don't know. What if we just play bishop takes g2? We'll take his rook. You know, king takes bishop, queen takes f2. In the worst case I would have, queen takes e3, and he is gone. So bishop takes g2. Now he's got to deal with, you know, the threat of against his rook. If he moves the rook, well, the smartest place, well, it's not even that smart. I'm going to take on f2, so he's got to play. I was thinking rook g3, but that's terrible. Rook e2, and I can just ream his king side. You know, with a queen to g5, looks pretty nasty. Threatens a discovered check that attacks his queen. Like bishop takes h3 would be discovered check attacking his queen. Horrible for him. Also bishop to f3. Horrible for him. In fact, bishop f3 itself is so directly horrible because it threatens checkmate and his rook. Wow. What the heck is wrong with you? That move is killer. Yeah, whatever. I saw this check business, but what does this do? Queen to f1. It's not unstoppable checkmate. He could have simply played queen to g4, but I'm just winning. Whatever, dude. 31-35? Okay, whatever you say. Well, this bishop can only stop this pawn here. So, h4 check. What are you going to do, Bobby? I guess you could go king to here. And then h3. And how do you stop this? It's a tough question. Yeah, what we need to do, yeah, we have to play h4. Because he's going to go to f2, and he's going to own f2. And we have nothing that we can do about that. Playing f2 loses the pawn. He's got this cut controlled big time. Playing bishop h3 does nothing. It doesn't threaten to help us. Because there's nothing we can do. We cannot get our king to e2 unless we go king to d3. But guess what he's going to play? King to f2 anyway. So h4, he's got to go to f2 to stop the pawn. If he moves away, f2 could be devastating. Actually, h4, king h2, king to d3, followed by king e2 is the killer move. So, this is forced. Now, it seems to me, again, we cannot move our king. He's going to play bishop to e3, and that's locked down. Or he just plays bishop to f4, stopping one pawn with the king, stopping one pawn with the bishop. So in my mind, it's h3. This is the tough one to stop for him. So h3, king g1, king d3. King d3. His bishop can't stop this pawn. h2 check. King takes f2. Negative. Doesn't work. h2. f2 check. King takes bishop to f3, which does nothing. Idiot. King g3. We're screwed. So f2, h2, he'd go king to here. That's no good. h2 check. How about king to d3? He can play bishop to f4. What about h2 check, king h2, king d3, king to g3, king to e2. I don't care about the bishop. All I need to do is make a queen. h2 check. That's king takes is forced. King d3. We're threatening to go to the shepherd square, which is this one. So you can't stop me. Bishop f4, f2. I'm sorry. h2, king takes, king d3, bishop f4. Yes. Bishop f4, f2, king g2, king e2. No, even better. No threat whatsoever. Just, there you go. King and pawn endgame's my specialty. And the bishop, is just a bonus. So, you can't fake this. You either got it or you don't. So, whatever. Let's go to the next one. I'm on fire. Like NBA Jam. Oh, Jesus, rook takes bishop is calling my name. Not queen takes bishop, rook takes bishop. That discovered check and the attack on his queen is devastating. Now he can block with queen d6, but I can go rook e7, check, pinning the queen, so he cannot take my rook. And then queen d6 loses his queen, and you just saw why, because rook e7 wins. So rook e7, rook takes bishop is crushing. I don't see a move for him. Let's just, rook takes bishop. He's got to move his queen. Queen d7, well, I would just check you and you're losing your queen yet again. So that's terrible. Queen f7, again, you're smoked. Dude, you're dead. That doesn't do anything. I'm sorry. What part of not doing anything don't you quite understand, sir? After queen g3, what do? I have no idea. I'm telling you that move wins. I have no idea what your plan is. Why would you go there? Why don't you just move out of the way? Queen g3. You tell me the square he's going to that's any good. I'm going to play the worst case scenario is I get rook e7 check. If it's a double check. I don't know, man. Whatever. Knight to here. The hell does that do? Okay. 3,000. I don't know, man. It looked like they ripped me off. I swear, queen to g3, you tell me what they're going to do. Queen to g8, maybe. That's the only move that doesn't lose his queen. And I don't know, knight f5, queen to g8. Again, queen checks here. Rook checks here. Double check. I guess then you could play, you could play rook to g7, but he's got queen takes a2. So I'm not so sure. Well, yeah, if he goes there, I don't know, man. It looks like it's winning. It just looks winning all the way. Like rook to e7 check is nasty. Like, where are you going, Bobby? You just think about this for a second. Literally, queen to g8 is the move he would have to play after queen g3. That's the only move. Rook e7 double check. He could go to b6, but you're going to get shredded by queen to d4. I do believe you're getting shredded here. There's no way he survives. There's literally no, in my mind, there's no way this guy survives. The only thing that this would be a little faster. Man, and I say it a million times, a win is a win. Win in 10, win in 2, they count the same. You know, you can play the most brilliant game of all time. On the scoreboard of the tournament, 1. You get a 1. So, I'm out to win tournaments with winning moves that don't confuse the situation. Why would I play knight f5 when I can play queen g3? I'd play queen g3. Hey, you know, whatever, dude. If that's what you have to do to make yourself feel good, knight f5, well, you know, more power to you. But you saw devastating, awesome play. Whatever. So, you know, like the video, of course, because I was shredding it awesome. But, you know, it's okay. I don't worry about it. 4 out of 5, I'll take it every day of the week. In a tournament, that's a guaranteed prize. So, that's cool. You guys know what to do. I'll talk to you later.